salvage a point. Just describe that game because it looked like it took you guys a bit to get going, and when you did, you had all the momentum.
Yeah, it did. A lot of special teams tonight on both sides, power plays and penalty kills for both groups. They're a good team, big team. I know their record doesn't show it right now, but they're a good hockey team. They've got a lot of talent over there, a lot of big bodies that are tough to play against, and their goaltender, came in and played well for them again tonight. We didn't seem to execute in terms of our shots. We missed a lot of shots. A lot of shots got blocked, so we weren't able to find the second and third opportunities off rebounds. But LB played great for us in net. Heck of a job coming in. He kind of wasn't expecting to play tonight, so he did a heck of a job, and we got a point, and it's a good sign. We're down by one late into the third, and we were able to tie it up and push for overtime. Yeah, off the hit, I couldn't. I don't know if it was Euro's stick or the other guy's stick, but it got me right in the eye there.
Obviously, you saw well enough to rip that one home on the shorthanded.
Yeah, thanks. Great job by Feiner and Euro there at the blue line, putting pressure and causing a turnover there, and I just had that spot kind of picked out to shoot, and I'm happy it went in. I think the goalie might have been a little misled with their defender's stick getting in there a little bit too.
And you're playing in the shootout.
Yeah, I liked my move. I knew he was going to be back deep in the net, and I just didn't execute on my backhand. I knew I had to get it up, and I put the puck in an area where I couldn't raise it.
Almost won it in the overtime.
Yeah, great play by Bryce.
Well, Laurent, obviously a game where you did a pretty good job holding your team in, and I thought, how did you assess your play?
I felt pretty good for the most part. I mean, there's still some things I want to tidy up at this level. But for the most part, I felt good, and it feels good to get a point. But, shootouts are something that I'm pretty confident in, and so it's kind of frustrating losing a point that way.
I mean, the first shootout attempt, it looked like he bobbled the puck a little bit. How did you see that one?
Yeah, he bobbled the puck, and I just should have been a little bit more patient than I was.
The second one was a really good shot, though. Lads was a really good shot. The second one was good.
I thought I read high glove, and it wasn't. So that's another goal, just based off not being patient.
Are you feeling comfortable just as an NHL goalie?
Yeah, no, I felt good, and I think that I can contribute at this level. Yes.
We always feel good. It was nice to be back after almost 3 months, so I really enjoyed it.
Took a little while to see the first shot, but you were pretty busy after that.
Yeah, well, I think the guys did a great job to keep them outside, and they were patient too. They were waiting for opportunity, and of course that first few minutes that helped me a lot. That I was able to move a little bit around the net without the shots, and then. It was a good first period from us, from the guys, and then big win. I don't think it was about me tonight. I mean the guys play. I think we were a better team for most of the game, and then it was a crazy overtime, and we got the point in an extra point in the shootout. So we take it.
What did you think? Connor McDavid's not been in a shootout, but you've obviously seen him play. I wonder what was kind of going through your mind on that last shot.
Yeah, you always expect something crazy from him, I guess. It's a good player. He's been really good lately. I had no idea what he's gonna do. I was just trying to be patient and wait for first move. What's he gonna do? He hit my blocker. So good win, but I think he's been really good at the game. I mean, he had the puck a lot, and you have to be aware that he's on the ice.
Blake was saying how bad the ice was for
Yeah.
controlling the puck. From your perspective, what was it like?
Yeah, well, I didn't have the chance to play the puck that much, but it was 2 morning skates. Junior team played the game, and then NHL game. So I think it's a little bit too much for the ice, but we handled it pretty well. That's pretty much it. I didn't focus for the ice at all. I was just focused on myself and be ready for a shot.
Do you expect more shots as opposed to beats because
No,
of that?
no.
Just a thought on the game, Blake. One that was hard fought.
You know what? Yeah, I loved what we came out trying to do. You limit that team to 15 to 20 shots for most of the game. It's a pretty good effort.
How close to 60 minutes was this?
It was 60 minutes. Just because they got one break and scored on it doesn't take away from the effort we had tonight. So I think we should be proud with our intentions coming to this game tonight, because it could be really easy to try to play up and down with these guys and we don't win that game.
Pavs, thought on your goaltender here tonight.
That was nice. It's nice to see a guy who's worked really hard to get back, get healthy, get in game shape and come out and have a nice night and get a big win for him.
In gameplay, what did you do to limit the Oilers, or what did you do to maybe take some time and space away from them?
You give those guys opportunities. You turn pucks over at their line. You try to do too much in the offensive zone. That's where they kill people. So if they're gonna out-battle us, in their defensive zone, take the puck, go down 200 feet and score a goal, then tip your cap and wish them well. But for the most part, we just feel like if we made them come 200 feet, it'd make it a long night for them.
A little bit about the chemistry that you and Nikolai have found of late since you've been assembled together.
Yeah, I think the three of us have really fed off each other really well. The thing I told Nicky when we started playing together on a consistent basis was offensively, I'm not going to say a word to him. I can't tell him what to do with the puck. He's born with some pretty amazing offensive ability. If I can try to tell him a thing or two here or there, situationally, to try to help him, make the right decisions out there, I'll do my best to do that. But other than that, I just let him do his thing, because he really is special with the puck.
I'm not being flippant, but a thought on the shootout winner for you to keep that puck alive.
Well, it was. That's kind of what happens when you have 2 pregame skates, a junior game, and then 4 periods of an NHL game on one ice sheet. So, I looked up to kind of start my move and wasn't feeling the puck anymore. So just tried to regain it as fast as I could, and luckily he didn't respond to it.
Thanks, Mike.
Tonight, they first of all, they're a hard team to play against. They're big, strong, physical. Thought we had the will to be around it. We didn't win enough battles. Obviously, the special teams gets us one shorthanded. Power play we weren't very impressed with. Penalty kill worked too much, but did a good job of killing.
Thoughts on your Swansea tonight?
Very good. Thought he was solid. surprise start for him. He wasn't scheduled. Handled himself well. Not a lot of rebounds, and when there were rebounds, he was big and strong, and I thought he played a very, very good game.
Matt Hendricks was one of the guys that maybe stood out to us up there. What did you think of his game tonight? It seemed like he was all over the ice. Plus,
well, he got the goal, which was great. He did a lot of penalty killing for us, and he's playing out of position right now in the middle, which is an easy thing for him to do. But I was impressed. The goal was obviously very important and very nice, but I was impressed with his ability to penalty kill. We had to do it for 11 and a half minutes, so he got a lot of ice time.
What was the rationale for putting Hall back with Draisaitl and Purcell so early in the game?
Well, we were about halfway through, and we didn't have rhythm. We didn't have. I don't even know if we had a shot on goal. So what we had wasn't producing. Looking for a little bit of rhythm, and went back to them. And again, I think there's more there than we're seeing.
Will this performance give you more thought to maybe using Brossoit a few more times, not only with an eye on his play this year, but also kind of moving forward, where he might fit in the bigger picture? Is that too far-reaching at this point?
I feel good with him. My experience is watching him stop 50 shots in a game. I think coaches sometimes are a little hesitant to put people in they haven't seen or been around or witnessed. I saw it, so I'm driving to the rink today. I'll feel pretty good about putting LB in, and then he had another really good performance tonight, so I feel good about him.
Just going back to power play, it seemed like there was progress being made over the last couple of games, so how tough is that?
Well, it's a step back. It's like our game as a whole. We want to keep the momentum going forward and improve in areas, and our power play has been good. It's basically been one unit, though. It's really been Connor's unit that's been producing. The other unit's got to get their act together and get going. And every night it seems like it's one individual or one and a half individuals that aren't performing real well or not making right reads, and as a result, the group gets kicked a little bit for it. So it can be better, and it should be better, and it will be better.
Did the change in D pairings have a settling impact for you back there?
Perhaps. I thought the D pairings played pretty well the way they were set up. So, again, the size and the way they play their lines. We talked about certain matches, and we ended up getting some of them. So, but I thought the pairings played well when they were moved around a bit.
Was the overtime as a coach pretty topsy-turvy for you too? You had to kill the penalty, then you almost won the game shorthanded, and then you almost won the game again at the end of it.
Yeah, it was. That happens 3-on-3. It's a pretty exciting game. So it was back and forth. You're kind of biting your nails when you're penalty killing, and all of a sudden you're getting a scoring chance, and then when you shouldn't be getting those chances, you were, and vice versa. So it was back and forth.
Hendricks was good.
Yeah, we talked about him. He was.
Looked like he couldn't even see it with the eye. It was almost shut.
Well, he had a pretty good welt there. I don't know if he was. If it was shut. If it was shut, he wouldn't be playing. But it was a good welt. Good night.
We were real good, you know, through 50 minutes of hockey. I thought maybe even longer than that. Goaltender, when we make mistakes, there's the difference, right? On the road, that guy makes also your penalty kill is pucks are going where they're supposed to go off them. Some real good efforts by a number of our defensemen here tonight.
Describe Andre's game, just steady
Yeah,
tonight. Never saw a shot for the first 5 minutes.
You know, I think the guys did a good job of letting them break it in a little early and not see anything too dangerous, and then settled in through the second. He looked real solid. Didn't look like he had any jitters. Like he wasn't moving too much. Usually you see those guys covering a little more ice than they have to, playing a little harder than they need to. He looked like a veteran.
One of those games where you're thinking to yourself, boy, I really hope that we can salvage a point out of here. We played well enough to get one and end up getting two.
It's exactly what you've seen, you know, good enough to win a game. Some strange things that happen on the ice. You're responsible for them. Like there's stuff that we did that we need to do better, but a lot of good things too.
When you know the ice is as bad as it is.
What's all that about? You guys got a story going on there? Was the ice good for them?
Probably not.
No.
But how do you manage a game like that when you know you've got those conditions?
So we don't talk about our hands or the ice very much. We talk about the decisions on it and the simplicity of your game, and then you can move a little bit faster. And then you're hoping for some of the veteran guys to make that comment. You know, as a coach, you keep your game simple because the ice is bad. Well, it's bad for both teams, so it's a fair playing field. But it's the ice struggled a little bit today. Yeah.
You may have been worried about from your team after the Boston game. Did you get past that tonight in your eyes?
Yeah, listen, there were things that I didn't like that we did in Boston. But what happened in the third period is Boston Bruins played about as well as they can, about as well as any AHL team can. And we took some things from that. Our sticks were a whole lot better tonight, which is what Boston did to us. Our sticks were a lot better, especially on our penalty kill. So we stole the page from their game, and it helped us. We couldn't open the game up at any point. We couldn't get some pucks to go for us. Our goalie made a few saves. You know, there weren't a whole lot of chances, I didn't think, in that game. We were good in the Boston game. They were better.
You were harp on your players to hit the net, especially this time?
No. Shoot it as hard as you close your eyes and shoot it as hard as you can. Start pedaling backwards. Yeah.
Maybe expand on the penalty kill tonight, Paul, and what you did. Did you like the pressure that you had on them?
Yeah, we picked the right times to go and the right times to hold, and we didn't get caught in the middle. So we've had 3 games in a row. We were really good in St. Louis. One shot, you know, we gave up 3 shots in St. Louis. 1 beat us. Boston comes in, number 2 power play, and they're shooting every puck. We gave up 14 shots, but we didn't give up any goals, so we got a break there, and it was good again tonight. Confidence, like your power play, your penalty kill, the same thing. You know, the goaler was good tonight. Confidence is starting to come on a PK.
The chemistry that we're seeing with Ehlers and Wheeler,
Yeah.
especially in the middle.
You know, Brian's almost the conscience of the line. Blake's all effort and skill, and Nicky can move into the holes and find those plays to be made. So we like them as a line. They drive the game differently than all 4 of our lines now have a different component to them. I don't know that we saw all of them at their best here tonight, but Brian's line was good.
And maybe just a thought on Blake staying with that shot in the shootout and not giving up on it.
Yeah.
It was fumbling on him.
Yeah, and having the ability then to take a wobbling puck back across your body and finish that play. You couldn't tell from the bench how far away it had gotten from him, and then you look at it in camera. I mean, it kept moving away from him, and he determined to stay in on it.